Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another video. As you saw, I'm having a huge thing of water to start my day that I put some pink Himalayan salt and some no salt, which is potassium chloride, in. Start my day off with a plethora of electrolytes, get my body functioning up and moving and feeling good. Electrolytes are definitely key on a keto or carnivore diet, as you're flushing them out rather rapidly because of the lack of carbohydrate intake. So today's full day of eating is going to piggyback off of a video I posted a couple weeks ago, which was a massive grocery haul from Sam's Club. I still have some of that food left, and I think it's been about 2 weeks to the day. So we're gonna dive into eating some of that, show you what I'm having when it comes to a full day of eating for weight loss. So before we get into that though, my name is Jordan, and if you're new to my channel, on this channel I discuss all things keto, carnivore, low carb, provide tips and tricks to help you get your health back on track, as well as sprinkle in some full day of eating and grocery haul vlogs. So if you're new to my channel, again, please consider subscribing down below and turn on notifications so you can see every time I post new content. Now, let's get into the video. And just like that, breakfast is served. What you didn't see is I put, fix that. I did put 3 ounces of shredded chicken breast that I already had prepared in the fridge in here as well, with 1.5 ounces of provolone, which I showed to you, 4 eggs, 3 ounces of chicken breast, 1.5 ounces of provolone. Basically 0 carb besides, you know, the trace carbs that are in the eggs and the cheese. To start my day. Again, a little bit leaner, healthy fats, as well as a bunch of fat-soluble vitamins and cholesterol from the eggs. I'm going to devour this, and I will see you all here in a minute. Breakfast is done. I'm going to hang out with the little one on the couch watching cartoons, and I'll see you all here shortly. Alright, everybody, welcome back. It is time for meal 2. It's about 1 o'clock now. It's been a few hours since I've eaten. And it's not that I'm necessarily super hungry, but I'm starting to get a little bit of hunger going, and I'm going to train right around dinner time, around 6 o'clock tonight. And I really do prefer to have like 3 to 5 hours of a gap between eating and training. So I'm gonna get some food in me now, and then I will be all digested, rested, and ready to go for training later. Maybe a leg night, I don't know, which is going to be intense, so having a fairly empty stomach to me is a good thing. So let's see how we're doing this. I am going to bust out the scale, put my plate on, zero out the tear. There you have it, 12 ounces, just over. It'll cook down to about 10 ounces, and then I'm going to make some stir-fry cauliflower with that, so I'll get that going here in a second. See you then. Alright, food is getting cooked. Cauliflower is done on the scale. Already weighed out. Ground beef is just about done. If my guesstimate is correct, this should get us close to 10 ounces. With the liquid, we're at 10 1/3 ounces. So my guess was, I'd say, spot on, really. I track cooked weight because at the end of the day, that's what you end up eating. So I track the cooked weight of the food. I have about a cup of cauliflower, riced cauliflower, and then again, 10 ounces of 90-10 ground beef, stemming from my grocery haul at Sam's Club. And if you haven't checked out that video, shameless plug, it's in the description below, so please go and check it out. You can see the 25 pounds of meat I got for about $85. Great buy. Again, you sacrifice quality a little bit for quantity. However, quality when compared to maybe a standard American diet you know, the quality is still going to be there relative to that. So, and it's still going to be way better off than the standard American diet. But for now, I'm going to eat that food, get it down so I can digest, relax, be ready for the gym later, and I'll see you all here in a little bit. All right, so open MyFitnessPal. Let's put our macros in so far. I have my breakfast in there already. Tap on the top of the screen. I did take an omega-3 fish oil 2 today, but 4 eggs, gram of salt, 1.5 ounces of cheese, 3 ounces of chicken breast. Total calories so far, 555. We're gonna add this into lunch as well. Let's see here. We're just gonna type in ground beef. And it's probably gonna come up as I've recently used it. Okay, not 14 ounces, we're gonna do 10. 10 ounces, that's what I had. These are foods that are generally paired with it. I had a cup of cauliflower rice as well, another gram of salt, and definitely not a Quest bar today, that's for sure. That was a total of 500 calories even. So for the day, as you can see, 1,075 of my 2,100 calorie goal. When I open that, so far I've had 114 grams of protein, 8 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of fiber, 64 grams of fat, and it does break down a bunch of other stuff, sodium, potassium. That's kind of where I'm at. 1,000 milligrams of cholesterol, hey. And my macros are 54% fat, 43% protein, and 3% carbs. This fat to protein ratio will probably come up by the end of the day. But that's that. That's as simple as that's how simple it is to track your macros. It's even easier if you're just beginning tracking your macros and you kind of want to sort of keep track to see how you can adjust to really lose weight at an optimal rate. You can literally just take the app, click on the barcode logo, it'll bring up a scanner, you scan the barcode on the food, it loads it directly into MyFitnessPal. The hardest thing you have to do is then really just weigh the food. Again, I like cooked weight because that's actually what you're eating, so weigh the cooked weight of your food and then just type it in after you're done scanning the barcodes. And with that, time to go grab my oldest daughter from school, and I'll check in with you guys here after. Alright, so we are home. Some time has gone by. If you can't tell, it's dark outside. My face is beat red. Just got back from the gym. Yes, it's been a few hours. Alright, so I'm getting ready to wrap up and finish this meal. But before I do actually wrap up the vlog, there is one thing I wanted to mention, and that is eating leaner meats. So some people are going to be a fan of it, others may not be. Why I add something like cheese or something that doesn't upset my digestion. You can maybe even add, if you're doing a more keto style diet, you can add maybe some olive oil, again, cheese. If you want to keep it completely carnivore, some rendered down animal fats or whole animal fats, maybe from a butcher. Just get the fats. Again, a big reason why I do lean meats, 2 big reasons, or leaner, I won't say lean, but leaner sometimes, probably half the time, is I can control the fats a little bit more. So if you go get a ribeye, generally speaking, if you want to track that consumption, it's a little harder because for the most part, you may get 65 to 75% of the calories in that ribeye, probably closer to 65% of the calories in that ribeye are coming from fat, but there's no real way to actually trim out the fat from the ribeye, weigh it separately to know just how many grams of fat by weight there actually is. So if you get some leaner meats and then add in the healthy fats on the back end, it's a little easier to control how much dietary energy you're taking in. And if you're struggling to lose weight, it's important to know how much dietary energy you're taking in. That way you can continue to burn more energy than you consume, thus dropping fat. but it's important to add fats. It will help blunt the insulin spike for sure, and you need good healthy fats throughout the day as it is your main source of energy. Just don't overdo it, and it's very easy to control when you're not having super fatty meats and you're just adding them in on your own. So again, time to go eat, and then we'll wrap up the vlog. All right, everybody, dinner is done, relaxing on the couch, and I have a friend now. But we're gonna wrap up the vlog, but before I go, there is a couple things I wanna touch on that should, as we talk about diet and what you can eat on a daily basis to lose weight. I think these are overall full encompassing, regardless of person, place, how many meals a day they eat, and so on and so forth. So I think number one, it's important to start with single ingredient whole foods. No matter what you eat, that should be the be all end all. It should be single ingredient whole foods all the time. Now, yes, you saw that I did have some plant foods, so my diet is not 100% exclusive to carnivorous foods, animal foods only. However, that ended up being about a total of 50 calories from plant foods. So, you know, all in all, I think my diet being 95, 98% animal foods, pretty carnivorous if you ask me. I have, we won't call it severe because that's too strong of a word, but I have a real palate fatigue. If I am just constantly sitting there chewing on 12, 14, 16 ounces of red meat, I just can't swallow it anymore after a while. So for texture variability, I like to add in some plant foods. Another thing that should be all-encompassing to everybody trying to lose weight, wondering what they should eat on a day-to-day basis, is leaner cuts of meat. Don't be drinking any crazy oils or drinking butter or anything like that. Just add fats in on the back end. Just put a tablespoon of butter on your sirloin when you eat it instead of just having a ribeye. You can control the fats a little bit more so you know what it is you're taking in, how to measure it. You can track it a little bit easier. With regards to tracking, I will put my final macros on the screen like right here. That way you all know where I ended up for the day. My percent of protein to fat, it's probably close to 60-40. I haven't put in the last little bit in my fitness pal yet, but probably close to 60-40. And that's kind of my optimal range when it comes to trying to drop some body fat. Again, single ingredient whole foods, higher in protein, lower in fat, control the fats yourself, add them in, and that is a recipe for success. And that's really all I got. I hope you enjoyed the full day of eating. Again, if you're new to this channel and you enjoy full days of eating, grocery hauls, and want to learn about things carnivore, keto, and low carb, please consider subscribing down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I will see you all here in the next vlog. Until the next time, keep up the good work, and let's get healthy together. Peace.